You are listening to the USDN on the DFPN.
What is up, everybody? It's the chairman of the United States Department of Nerds, where we are for the people, by the people, and of the people. And welcome to the 25th episode of 2025. And on today's episode, I'm bringing you New Comic Book Day for June 18th. But before we dive into all those goodies, let's hit my top 5 from last week. And coming in at number 5, we have I Hate Fairyland, Volume 2, Issue 41 by Skottie Young, art by Nate Piekos, Derek Laufman, Jean-Francois Beaulieu, and covers by Derek Laufman and Jean-Francois Beaulieu. I really love this book, and I'm happy that they went back to the traditional numbering as they count up to the road to issue 50, which I got a feeling is going to be amazing. Coming in at number 4 this week, we're going to the Keenspot for the finale of Papa Duke, issue 3 by Aimee Delong, art by Gershon, Villamor, and covers by Risza, Perdhana, Naomi Griffin, Gershon, Villamor, and Todd Skull. I've really enjoyed this run of the story with the stitches, and I think there's another story actually that goes along with it as well that I haven't picked up yet, but that is in the works. Now, coming in at number 3 this week, and really number 3 and number 2 could be interchangeable for me because I really enjoyed both these books, but we're going Free Planet, issue 2 by Aubrey Sitterson, art by Jed Dougherty, covers by Jed Dougherty, and color by Vittorio Estone, and lettering by Taylor Esposito. Now, coming in at number 2, we're going Lost Fantasy, issue 2 by Kurt Pierce, art by Luca Casalanguida, and I picked up covers from Luca Casalanguida and Alex Diotto. Mark Dell does the color, and Mika Myers does the lettering. This is such a phenomenal series. If you can check it out, I highly encourage you do it. Now, coming in at number 1 this week, I got to give it to Oni Press's Blood Type, issue 1, and it's by Corina Becco, art by Andrea Sorrentino, covers by Andrea Sorrentino and Miguel Mercado. Dave Stewart did colors, and lettering was done by Richard Starkin and Tyler Smith. This is the foil variant right here with Ada on the cover. This was such a phenomenal book, straight out of Epitaphs from the Abyss. It was so good. Check this one out. Go pick it up. It was really good. Now, jumping over into New Comic Book Day for 18 June, we had 218 new issues and 525 releases overall. And as always, I'll break it down by publisher. And to begin, we're going to start with Marvel. And first up from Marvel is a fun one that I don't know if I'm going to continue it. I just really wanted this cover and this number 1. It is a series premiere, and it's going to be Jeff the Land Shark, issue 1 by Kelly Thompson, art by Toki Toro Koro, art by Stanley Art Germ. The cover is by Art Germ Lau. Colors by Jim Campbell, lettering by Joe Caramagna. When an accident in the Sanctum Sanctorum creates a shadow Jeff intent on causing trouble, Jeff scrambles to undo his mistake. But when the shadow escapes into the floor, Jeff must follow if he intends to return the shadow to where it belongs. It's a grand tour of the Marvel Universe as the lovable land shark chases his shadow from the Savage Land to Madripoor, making new friends and enemies along the way. It will take everything Jeff's got to solve this problem and reclaim his good name. Art Germ always does some phenomenal covers. This cover, honestly, Jeff looks like has a little Stitch vibe to him. So I thought that was really cool, but really cool cover. Now going over to the next one from Marvel, we're going Psylocke Vol 2, issue 8 by Alyssa Wong, art by Moises Hidalgo, cover by Puppeteer Lee, and color by Fernando Safuentes, and lettering by Ariana Mayer. Haunted, Psylocke returns to Japan to confront the ghost of her childhood. Haunted by demons and isolated from her allies, can Kwanin find the compound where she was trained? And if these are the guards, what could possibly wait for her inside? This story has really picked up. I've enjoyed it, and I'm going to continue to enjoy it because I'm a big fan of Psylocke's character. Now, staying in Marvel, traveling to the galaxy far, far away for a brand new premiere, and it's one of my favorite characters from Star Wars, and it's going to be Dr. Aphra, Chaos Agent, issue 1 by Cherish Chen, art by Gabriel Guzman, cover by EJ Su, colors by Michael Adia, and lettering by Joe Caramagna. Out from the shadow of Darth Vader, Dr. Aphra returns, an all-new ongoing series featuring the rogue archaeologist as she makes her way through the galaxy in the era of the New Republic. Aphra must team up with Luke Skywalker to track down a rare artifact. And what will she do when her tattoos no longer function? Huge, huge fan of Dr. Aphra. Always will be. She's probably... I don't know how to describe it. She's just such a fun character in Star Wars who has never been on the big screen or the small screen. But in comic books, she's a legend and she's amazing. Check this one out. It's still on shelves at your local comic book shop. Now we're going over to DC this week, and we're going to start it off with Absolute Flash, issue 4 by Jeff Lemire, art by A.L. Kaplan, cover by Nick Robles, colors by Chris Sotomayor, lettering by Tom Napolitano. Wally's on the run and looking for any safe space to hide out. He finds himself in Central City and meets a kindly man who offers him a place to crash at the youth mission. But is anyone truly safe when the fastest kid alive comes to their city? Honestly, I've been enjoying this one. Didn't think I would as much, as people have hyped this story up. I'm just not a big DC guy or a very big Marvel guy, really, for that matter, aside from Star Wars. But I've really enjoyed this one so far, so check it out. Now, staying in DC, hopping over to probably one of my top 3 characters in DC for me, and we're going to Zatanna, Volume 3, Issue 5 by Jamal Campbell, art by Jamal Campbell, and this cover is by Alexander Lozano. The penultimate chapter of Zatanna's story is here. The trap is sprung, all cards are drawn, the guillotine descends as a tragic tale of loss and demise is told. Zatanna has one chance to discover the secrets of the cursed sword, regain control over the narrative, and save herself. If not, when the story concludes, so does her life. I really enjoyed this story. Jamal Campbell has nailed it. Check this one out. It's been really, really good. Hopping over to Dark Horse this week, and probably one of my top books of 2025, to be fair, is going to be Los Monstros, issue 2, written by James Robinson, art by Jesus Marino, colors by Kiki J. Diaz, and lettering by Jim Campbell. Werewolf PI Perry Cutter's latest case should have been simple. Find a missing vampiress for an old boyfriend. Yeah, at least as simple as anything can be in Los Monstros, a city populated entirely by monsters. But now that the mob boss, casino owner, and living mummy, Ramses Raw, and vampire gang, the Blood Boys, are both involved, things have suddenly gone from simple to very complicated and very, very violent. Can Perry close the case plus solve a mystery from his own past, or will he never get to see another full moon? Oh, and will he ever get to go on a date with Rosie, the vampire diner waitress of his dreams? In a place like Los Monstros, anything can happen. This is a really, really dope cover with Ramses Raw on the cover. Really cool. Really enjoyed this story. It's been really fun. Staying in Dark Horse, going over to some Mark Miller action with Vatican City, issue 3, and this is going to be the finale of Vatican City. And this is written by Mark Miller, art by Pierre Berg, and cover by Pierre Berg. The stunning conclusion to the 3-part vampire apocalypse saga as the last humans on Earth trapped inside Vatican City are whittled down to just a handful as they try to make their escape with a billion vampires waiting outside and the end of the world fast approaching. Mark Miller always nails these things. I really wish we could have gotten at least 2 more issues out of this one, but I was happy with how it turned out. It was really dope story, really fun. Check this one out if you can get it. Going over to Boom Studios this week, and we're going with a new premiere called The Last Witch, Blood and Betrayal. This is going to be issue 1 by Connor McCreary, art by VV Glass, and I picked up covers from VV Glass and Jorge Corona. The one thing that Cersei has always known, witches are evil, but now she is one, and she has to contend with what that means for herself and her brother Brom. All the while, Nick Nevin has plans that can mean the end of Ireland as they know it. Cersei must learn to control her magic and her temper if they want any chance of defeating her. Are her own prejudice against witches creating more of a barrier between herself, her power, and her family? Really enjoyed this first issue. I thought it was really good. I just really like when characters have names that I can actually pronounce, but it's still a very dope story, and I'm still going to continue reading it because it is really good. But check that one out. It was really good. Going over to something new from Oni Press this week, and it's going to be the premiere of Benjamin, issue 1, written by Ben H. Winters, art by Leo Max, and covers from Christian Ward and Leo Matz. In one LA motel room, a cosmic quest is about to begin. Edgar Award nominee and Philip K. Dick Award winner Ben H. Winters and rising star Leo Matz unravel a 3-part prestige format series exploring the hallucinatory second life of a brilliant author who imagined our desperate future but never imagined he'd become part of it. More than just a writer, more than just a science fiction icon, Benjamin J. Karp was a cultural revolutionary. Across 44 novels and hundreds of short stories, including the counterculture classic The Man They Couldn't Erase, Karp pushed the boundaries of literary respectability for the sci-fi genre and his readers' perception of reality itself. Until decades of amphetamine abuse in Southern California excess finally ended a mind-bending career and always just escaped mainstream success. He died in 1982. Until 2025, when Benjamin J. Karp awakens alive in a burned out motel on the fringes of Los Angeles. He remembers dying. He knows he shouldn't exist. Is he a dream, a robot, a ghost, a clone, a simulation? In his own time, Karp pondered all these scenarios intensely throughout his fiction, and now, as he treks from Studio City to Venice Beach and onward into the paranoid sprawl of 21st century Los Angeles, he will be called to investigate his greatest mystery yet, himself. In the tradition of Philip K. Dick's A Scanner, Darkly, and Thomas Pynchon's Inherent Vice comes a uniquely fascinating and hilariously deranged excursion into the metatextual nexus where existence and oblivion, past and future, genius and madness, and glitter and grim reality all meet just beyond Hollywood Boulevard. This was such a good read. If you're a sci-fi person, go pick this up and enjoy the hell out of it. This is going to be a 3-part series that is going to be a wild ride, and it started right here in issue 1. Go pick this up. Staying in Oni Press this week, in EC Comics, we're going Epitaphs from the Abyss, issue 12, written by Matt Kent, Tyler Crook, and Chris Condon, art by Klaus Janson, Tyler Cook, and Allison Sampson. Cover is by Tom Fowler. Do not despair. While this may be our final issue of Epitaphs from the Abyss, for now, EC Comics endures still an endless supply of nail-pulling agony and mind-bending psychosis. We certainly wouldn't want our inaugural series to go out without a splat. So before our next tantalizing title picks up the mantle of tension and terror in next month's Catacomb of Torment, we leave you with this coup de grace, a prime EC thrills featuring stories by the loathsome lot of creators Chris Condon, Tyler Crook, Matt Kent, Klaus Janson, and Allison Sampson. Going to miss it, but I've already seen the previews for the new one, and it is going to be amazing. So go pick up this last issue of Epitaphs from the Abyss if you can find it at your LCS. Give it a read. Enjoy it. It might be the last one for a while, but their new book coming out is going to be even more awesome. Where are we at now? We're going over to a little Madcave Studios, and that's because I got my hands on issue number 2 of Pop Kill. That leaves me down to find an issue 1, which I am going to do. But this is written by Dave Johnson, Jamie Palmiotti, art by Juan Santa Cruz, cover by Dave Johnson, colors by Brian Reber, lettering by Sean Conant. Dina learns more about John and deals with her life going up in flames as they both hide out to let things cool down, which unfortunately for them, they do not. With this issue, the excitement and espionage amp up as both sides start to come apart at the seams, trying to control their rivalry as John is fooling himself that he has everything under control. I was really excited when my LCS got this for me. No issue 1 has been ordered, so I'm waiting on it, and I'm waiting to put them all together so I can read them all together, because this has been a fun series. I've read the previous 3, and they were phenomenal. The finale was amazing, but I really want to see how it actually started. Hopping over to the Keenspot this week, we have Don't Run with Scissors issue 2 by Francesca Perillo, art by Stefano Cardacelli and Lorenzo Scaramella, and covers by Stefano Cardacelli and Lorenzo Scaramella. From the publisher of Mark Spears' Monsters comes this terrifying Italian horror series. What secret does the young Vivian hide? Sheriff Sean DeParo investigates as dark visions begin to haunt him. To solve the case, he will need the help of the mysterious Doc Pennant. Issue 1 of this was so good. The writers and artists on this book are all Italian, and it is a really good series. I didn't know the Italians had it in them to produce some horror like this, but they do, and I highly, highly encourage you to go pick this book up because it is so damn good. Now, heading into Image this week, we are going to be starting it with Blood and Thunder, issue 2 by Benito Sereno, art by EJ Sue, covers by EJ Sue with M. Sassy K and David Lopez, and colors by M. Sassy K. The hit series from the mind of Robert Kirkman continues. The prisoner from Cell Block X has escaped, but can Blood and her infuriatingly talkative gun Thunder stop him in time? Plus, discover the first meeting between Blood and Thunder. Really dope Akira homage on the cover this week. I really enjoyed issue 1 of this. It was a very fun, very unique read, and I enjoyed it tremendously. Go check this one out. Up next, we're going to some Jason Aaron work. We're going Bug Wars number 5 by Jason Aaron, art by Mahmoud Asar, cover by Mahmoud Asar and Matthew Wilson, colors by Matthew Wilson, and lettering by Becca Carey. Book 1, Lost in the Yard. To save his family, Slade Slaymaker must enter Word Web, a mystical cobweb labyrinth full of spider witches, ancient fate-spinning weavers, and the deadliest spiders known to man, all of it hidden inside some potted ferns on the side of his house. This is a really, Really dope story. I've enjoyed it very much. Jason Aaron and Mahmood's art phenomenally. They just go so well together. But check this one out. It has been really good. Up next, we're heading to Tiny Onion and Image, and we're going to what could be the comic book of the year with Exquisite Corpses, issue number 2 by James Tynion IV and Michael Walsh, art by Michael Walsh and Mariana Ignazi. And I picked up covers from Michael Walsh and Mariana Ignazi. A knife-wielding zealot covered in human skin, a heartthrob with an axe, a pint-sized sociopath with a high-powered drone. The killers are descendant on Oak Valley, and the body count is rising. Series creators Michael Walsh and James Tynion are joined by rising star Mariana Ignazi to kick off the next bloody chapter in this year's Can't Miss horror event. Each cover, C polybag variant, will include one collectible trading card. Collect all 13 issues to make a complete card deck. I picked up the polybags, picked up the first 2. Really dope cards that are really cool, featuring each character from the book. And it has been a phenomenal, phenomenal read, and I love what they're doing with it. So check this one out. Up next is another one of those books that I think could be definitely up there for 2025. And that's going to be I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, issue 3 by Doug Wagner, art by Daniel Hilliard. Our covers by Daniel Hilliard and Michelle Madsen, colors by Michelle Madsen, and lettering by Ed Dukeshire. It's midterms, and Rennie has decided no more scratching her skin and no more murder until she's finished school. She's done with all that. Well, that was before Constance made Sophia cry. Bodie started acting suspicious, and Sophie got called to the dean's office. Such a fun series. I can't put into words really how much I've enjoyed this. It's just such a fun series from Doug Wagner and Daniel Hilliard. Check it out. It's very different, very unique, but it is so good. Going up next, we're going over to the Invincible universe with some Battle Beast, issue 2 by Robert Kirkman, with art by Ron Otley and Annalisa Leone. And I picked up covers from Ryan Otley and Doug Mankey with Annalisa Leone. The best new, not quite a superhero series in the universe continues. Battle Beast has entered the Blood Games. This is bad news, but not for him. Really fun. Really enjoying this so far. Yeah, I can't really say enough about it because it's just so good. Check it out. Up next, we have a new season premiere from the Spawn universe. This is going to be issue 1 of a series entitled Blood Letter, written by Joseph Illich and Tim Seeley, art by Christian Rosado, cover by Christian Rosado, color by DC Alonso, and lettering by And World Design. Miniseries premiere, Tasha Thornwall is the Blood Letter. Mystical mercenary of the world's secret underground, a former CIA operative forced to live in the shadows after being outed about Al Simmons 10 years ago. Tasha is now out for revenge when she learns Al Simmons is alive as Spawn. The mission to hunt down and kill Spawn begins in the debut miniseries by Joseph Illich and Tim Seeley, along with the incredible art talents of Christian Rosado. Another great entry into the Spawn universe. This was such a good read. I think everybody's going to enjoy it if they're a fan of Spawn and like the magical side of Spawn. I think you'll really enjoy this one. So check it out. It was really, really good. Coming up next, we're going to Rat City, issue 15 by Erica Schultz, art by Zay Carlos, colors by Ulysses Areola, and covers by Thomas Nachlik and Vaughn Randall. With Peter stuck in the in-between, the progeny turned their focus to another. Very cryptic, but very, very good issue. Erica Schultz is absolutely killing it with the writing on this book. Zay Carlos's art, phenomenal as always. Phenomenal covers. Check it out if you can. TPBs are out right now. Now, last up from the Spawn universe this week, we're going Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn, issue 7 by Jamie Palmiotti, by Patrick Reynolds, covers by Gianrico Bonacorsi and Marco Falia, colors by Louis NCT, and lettering by Tom Orzechowski. The showdown between Gunslinger and the Ghost begins. Memories from his past flood his mind as the horrific deeds that made him the creature he is today come to the surface. So this is the Gianrico Bonacorsi cover. Really dope cover. I thought it was Mark Spears at first because the way the coloring is done on it, but I really dope cover with this one. But that is my recommendations for June 18th. Let us know down in the comments what you picked up, or if you have any recommendations for the chairman and I'll pick them up and give them a read and let you know what I think about them. I am still behind on a lot of things. I'm slowly but surely catching up. So expect me to start dropping the last 3 weeks of covers this week. I got a whole thing of shorts getting ready to drop on YouTube, as well as some other projects that I've done over the past couple of weeks. We're getting ready to drop, as well as that big announcement is still coming. Probably going to drop it either later this week or early next week, but stay tuned for that because big things are coming at USDN. As always, if you enjoyed the show, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and give us some love. We appreciate you. And on behalf of myself, the chairman, and the Council of Nerds, this USDN short is USDN approved.